How do you find the final amount using a growth factor for an increase? You multiply the initial amount by the growth factor. Let's take a closer look at this through an example. A chess club has 200 members. Their goal is to increase their number of members by 25% the following year. How can you use a formula with a growth factor to find the number of chess club members they want to have by the following year? The smart thing to do is to use this formula with a growth factor. Y equals A times the quantity 1 plus R. First, let's explain the variables. The variable y is the final amount you want to find. In this case, the number of members for the following year. The variable a is the initial amount, the number of members before the increase in our example. The quantity, 1 plus r, is the growth factor, where 1 is a percentage representation of the initial amount, and r is the rate of growth, also known as the growth rate, which indicates the percentage increase between the initial and final amounts. Now, let's insert the values from our chess club example. The variable y is the final number of members for the next year, which you want to find. The variable a is the initial number of members, which is equal to the current number of members, 200. The growth factor is given by 1 plus r, where r is the percentage increase of 25% for the following year. 25% is the same as the decimal 0.25. The growth factor is then 1 plus 0.25, which is 1.25. 200 times 1.25 is equal to 250. That means that the final number of members the chess club hopes to have next year is 250. You can use this formula with a growth factor to find the final amount. Y equals A times the quantity 1 plus R.